Hi guys, how you going? Welcome back to the channel, or if you're new, welcome. So today I'm coming to you from Ollie's Jump Campgrounds in Dargo in Victoria, Australia. So I've been out here for the last 4 days, touring around, sussing out campsites, tracks and whatnot for future trips. I've been moving every day, and now I've come to, today is going to be 39 degrees. So I've decided I don't want to be driving around and setting up camp in temp like that. So basically I'm going to be sitting here for today in the shade, trying to keep cool. I've got the river just right over there. So I think I'll be spending a bit of time in that, having a cuppa every so often. The Dargo. Actually, where we are from here, we're only about maybe 20 minutes, 25 minutes from the Dargo pub, so it's not too far. It's a really, really nice site. If you want to go back to the channel, there'll be a video on this campsite in particular, and then all of the major campsites just after the Dargo pub. So, but yeah, so what I was going to do today is I've had quite a few requests in relation to the setup of my vehicle. So I'm going to basically take you through a bit of a tour of the vehicle. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail. I'll try and make it as quick as possible, but I do like to talk. And I'll go through the setup of the vehicle and what I see as being important for me. Again, I've been four-wheel driving now for about 15 years. So this is an evolution of time. And I think I've almost got it to where I sort of want it to be. But again, there's always something new that's coming out. One thing I'm mindful of is I keep adding more weight to the vehicle. Weight does come at a premium, and especially when I'm planning on doing lots of big trips out Central Australia, where weight is absolutely imperative because of the amount of fuel and water I need to carry. So I'm starting to rethink things a little. So the setup I've got today is basically will accommodate 1 or 2 people in the vehicle easily. This will get you through a week, 2 weeks, whatever. I mean, really all you're going to do is really just top up on food. But even that, like with the fridge setup I've got, look, we probably wouldn't even have to go to the shop at all for a couple of weeks. We'd be fine. Anything I don't go into extreme detail, there will most likely be a video on the channel where I'll redirect you to that. There's still a few, like from this trip alone, I think I've filmed about probably 20 or 30 videos in total on various different little bits and pieces. So there'll be a whole heap of stuff coming out in the next few months from this week away in particular. All right, let's go for a walk. All right, guys, so we'll go for a bit of a quick walk around camp, give you a bit of a look around. So it's just early in the morning, sun's just coming up and she's bloody hot. One of the best things by far I've added to this car is this King's 270 awning. It's been an absolute game changer for me, especially for shade. Like it performs really well in the wet and rain. If you go back to the channel, there's quite a few videos on the awning and the installation, how it performs. I've only got the tension ropes out at the moment because we had some quite high winds yesterday. But for me, that's been absolutely amazing. Super quick to set up. It's a bit of weight added to the vehicle. It is absolutely brilliant. Highly, highly recommend. I've just got some lights permanently set up on it. I'll give you a look what it looks like at night time. That's been great for me. Works really well. And we'll go for a walk basically right around to the front of the vehicle, and then I'll take you through everything from there. Or as per usual, again, always have a bucket with water set up next to your campfire. This is what I take with me on my trips now, especially if I want a quick setup and something not too bulky. I've got this Nature Hike 2-man tent with a vestibule. Absolutely love it. Again, I've got the big King's Big Daddy swag, and like that is absolutely brilliant, but it's just so damn big. And I've been using this for over a year now because I use this for actually when I go on hikes, and because it just saves so much weight, that's why I take it all the time now. It handles up really well in heavy rain, and the vestibule is just fantastic. I'll give you a quick look. So if you open this up, So you got a nice storage area in there. So I just put my mat down, it makes it easy to get in. I've actually got my Starlink in there because I have been there from last night. I'll give you a quick look inside. So this is the 2-man option. You'd fit 2 in there, no worries. Yeah, so I just sleep in there, no dramas, plenty of room to store gear and whatnot. Absolutely perfect for me, keeps the bugs out. Like I said, I've been using this for over a year now and it's been flawless. Alright, so let's go have a look at the front of the car. So I'm just running the ARB Bullbar, the Warn winch, some King's driving lights, this RAM mount for my GoPro. I'll pop the link up. That's been fantastic, works really, really great, especially out in the sand dunes. It's cool. I'm running the K-On intercooler bash plate and sump plate. If you go to the video, there's extensive videos on the installation of it. So far it's been fantastic. Also running the GME CB and aerial, and love this Z-mount. This Z-mount and this location on the Pajero is absolutely brilliant. Again, go back to the channel, there's a whole lot of videos on that. Running the BFG all-terrains. These are the new KO3s, which just came out. So gave them a good run over the last 3 or 4 days, and they haven't let me down at all. Absolutely brilliant. I'm running full roof bars and a King's flat rack, okay, with a King's 200 watt solar panel. And for me, that solar panel has been an absolute game changer. I have not had to worry about power at all for this entire trip, and you'll see the amount of gear I need to power when I'm stationary. It doesn't matter if I'm sitting for prolonged periods of time, it does the job for me. And again, heaps of videos on the channel, would absolutely recommend. And what's unique about this one is it's actually flush mounted into the roof rack. So basically I can still put my swag on top and gear and stuff like that if I want to. But for me, the roof rack's really there just to bolt stuff off. So my awning and that. This is where I mount my dishy. It just goes there. I'm not sure if you can see the dust marks, but again, I've been taking that dishy out over the last 4 days, all sorts of terrain, high speeds, has not moved at all. So highly recommend that as well. Again, there's a few videos on the channel. All right, let's walk around here. Let's have a quick look inside. All right, so the only mods I've got inside is I've got this laptop mount for the passenger and the driver. I can put my iPad in there or laptop. And again, I use all RAM mounts throughout the vehicle. So everywhere you look, RAM mount, RAM mount, RAM mount. And they've been absolutely fantastic. So there's my GME CV, all there. And you'll see under the front driver's seat, there's a fire extinguisher. And I just made up a bracket myself. You can get plenty of those online. Again, any of these, again, obviously I'll pop up QR codes and links for. And that's pretty much it. I've got this new cover because I wore out the other one. And this little thing, I tend to use it quite a bit. That's the inside there, in the back of the vehicle. So in the back of the vehicle, again, this is a setup for one person. I just carry a few personal items here. I've got my recovery bag, sits in the back in the middle there. My tool bag, love this tool bag. I'll give you a quick look. So, absolutely perfect. So that's got everything I need basically. There's a few other bigger items in the back, but that's pretty much it. Off Amazon, absolutely great. And just another look under the awning. So you have this flap here, so that normally hangs down a little bit. I just tuck it up underneath, that way it doesn't affect the doors. And again, and this is the light switch I've got in the dimmer for the lighting system. So, and again, they're just sort of velcroed on and cable tied the cables. That works fine. That's where I hang my little King's fan, my little air conditioner. Also this table, I love this table. It's just the perfect size. Currently it just sits in the back of the vehicle, but I'm looking for a mount now to go in under the roof rack. So, and this chair, love this chair. I think I got this from BCF, the Wanderer. It is so comfortable. It's sort of, it's got that lounge position, but also you can sit up at the table and sit upright and eat. So it sort of combines both. And with the bungee cord, makes it super comfortable. We've got these tactic cases. So I've only brought one for this trip. If I'm planning a trip with the boys, I'll normally take probably 3 of these, 4 of these. And 3 of these sit in the back of the vehicle on the back shelf. And then another one on the back seat. That's generally for food provision. Alright, so here's the setup here. Okay, so with this kitchen here, as you can see, basically it tucks away very neatly. It's just this little box that pushes all the way back in. Basically everything's like a big folding jigsaw, so that folds in over, then that slides in, that drawer, the top of that actually slides out. So again, go to the channel for the absolute detail, but mate, this has been fantastic. I've got 2 litres of hot water here. I've got 10 litres of running cold water here, just there. I've got my dual burner, which works out really well. In the back there, you can see there's a couple of grey bags. One of those is actually an induction cooktop. So that's the next thing I've got to start playing with. And my King's oven. Love me King's oven. If I just get this out of the way. So that has been absolutely fantastic. And 12 volt wires, and again, go back to the channel for a detailed video, but I run 3 batteries. I've got one under the bonnet, cranking battery, another one under the bonnet, which actually runs this oven specifically, as far as, and plus anything additional. And then we have a third King's 115 amp hour AGM in the back, which runs everything else. And there's a lot of everything else. So, but that's been absolutely fantastic. Love it. Actually, I'm defrosting. Actually, I'm defrosting a pie at the moment. Chicken Kiev pie from Buck's Country Bakehouse. I'll be visiting there when I go past Mansfield. So, and again, go to the channel. There's a video on that one too. All right, so running the King's 75 litre dual zone fridge. I've had that for well over a year now. Has not missed a beat. It runs 24 hours a day. It never switches off. And now that I've got that solar panel on the roof, I don't need to worry about it at all. If you look into the rear of the vehicle here, she's pretty busy. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to point to a variety of things. I've got the K-on shelf, absolutely love it. I've got to do a bit more reorganisation up here. I've got a bag full of electrical and cable stuff, which I think is a bit overkill. I've got my toilet bag. I've got a bag with all sorts of straps and bits and pieces. Again, I think too much overkill. This bag here is my wash up, my laundry, my kitchen sink and everything is in that bag, rubbish bags and all that sort of stuff. I've got my poncho, again, a larger shovel. At the back, I've got a puncture repair kit. And at the back again, I've got a hammock, okay? Now, if you move over to here, so we've got, this at the moment is my setup for my 200 watt solar panel. That just taps into the solar feed. I'm running the King's 25 amp DC to DC charger. The dual battery sits down there, then tucked in down there, I've got machete, I've got a little hatchet, I've got jump starter kit, I've got multimeter, and I've got a power board and a King's 1500 watt inverter, and then a light. All right, so that's that setup there. Obviously fire extinguisher over here, but I've got one in the front, so if ever there's something happening up the front of the vehicle, I can come to the back and vice versa. And then this is all the gear I've got for basically filming. So I've got my Ryobi battery charger. So I use this to power Starlink, my DJI Osmo 4 gimbal. I've got my King's fan / air conditioner. Works brilliantly in the tent at night time. And even sitting out here is fantastic. I've got the DJI Neo, which I've been using, so you'll see some of these shots in the video. Love it, absolutely love it. Super compact and small, absolutely brilliant. And then I've got this, which comes out of my laptop bag. It's a 120 watt charger. Mate, I have punished this hard. This is charging everything here at the moment. So it's charging the battery bank, it's charging the phone, it's charging my charger, it's charging my AirPods, it's charging the DJI, and I can even use that to run the Starlink if I want. Absolutely love that. I can't believe how well it does. So overnight, basically, once I've used everything at night time, and then I come back in the morning, whatever's flat, I just pop it up on charge. And then over here, you've got the 2 bags. Oh, then I got my tripod, lightweight tripod, so I use this for hiking and filming, and when I'm out on location anywhere. And also I use this as a temporary stand for Starlink. Otherwise, that little table that we're sitting on in the tent, that's my induction cooktop in the King's bag. This sits all my Starlink stuff. So the Starlink dish mini goes into there quite nicely. Love these chairs. I've got a couple of these chairs. I've got the emergency trauma kit. That was actually a Mitsubishi trauma kit, huge, lots of big bandages and whatnot. I've got my King's twin inflator deflator system. I've got car jack under there, and some RP67, WD-40 and whatnot sits under there. That's pretty much it there. All right, and then I've just put in a couple of bungee cords. I just put rags and tea towels and that sort of stuff in there. The original handle factory I had to remove because I made sure that this came out as far as possible to the back of the vehicle just to maximize the space. So I had to remove that. This is my pantry. I've got all my sauces, my salt and pepper, a few herbs, teas, coffees, Milo, herbal teas, sugar, that all goes there. That's the most access thing. That's why they're all the stuff that I access all the time, constantly, instead of pulling out tubs and whatnot. Okay, first aid kit, paper towel holder. Love this paper towel holder. Everyone asks me, buddy, where did you get it? That works out perfectly there. This car can, I can't understate how much I love this thing. This has been absolutely fantastic. It sits in the front of the vehicle, just hangs off the headrest on the passenger seat, facing the rear of the vehicle. I can quickly switch it around to the front. When I stop the vehicle, it becomes my rubbish can. I bring it out here. All the inside is all lined, so it's all waterproof. So if you get anything leaking or you got to throw a coffee in there or whatever, it's not going to leak in your vehicle. And I love it. I can put all my little bits and pieces, phones and charging cables and all that sort of stuff. Absolutely love it. I can't overstate it. I've always just been throwing rubbish in the car, on the floor, on the seat. Just hang up my tea towels up there. Like I said, these guide ropes, you don't need them, but it makes a good hook for your clothes. And I think that's it. Oh, and then other bash plates underneath there. I've got a booze bash plate to protect that rear bumper. I've peeled that back so many times, and ever since I've had that, it's all stopped. Side steps. That's a bit of a story, but you'll see this is the last one I've got on the vehicle. Absolutely crunched. If you see these, you can get these cheap off eBay. Look, they look great and they're perfect, but mate, if you do a bit of rock sliding, it's just gonna fold. So I'm looking for a new set at the moment. There's one that I've found which I'm keen on, but they're very expensive. But that's probably the next big, most expensive upgrade I'm probably looking at. Oh yeah, and a fire blanket. So that just sits inside the kitchen. When I pull out the kitchen, I just hook it out. And I put that on the outside here, because if there's a flare up, it'll be on the other side. Just again, quick, easy access. Other things to keep in mind with this awning is it does really, really well in rain. All you end up doing is moving the guy ropes to here, and then it creates a valley, and the water doesn't pool, it just runs off. So, all right guys, so that's my vehicle. Just airing some of me stuff in the sun. And yeah, again, any questions, more than happy to help out. Drop them in the comments below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But yeah, this has done me really well, and really, really love it now. Enabled me to tour all of Australia. Look, and even if I went overseas, like, I'd love to be able to ship this overseas in a bloody container with me, because it's just set up exactly the way I want it. And you know, I'd love to tour the States with it. That'd be a dream. I'm going to leave you now. I'm going to basically go for a bit of a swim, I think. The water was absolutely beautiful yesterday. I'm going to grab my camp chair, plonk myself in the river, find a bit of some shade, go and relax for a little bit. I'll cook up a bit of brekkie, some bacon and eggs. I think right over there looks like a good spot. I was having a swim over there yesterday. It was great, but yeah, with the way the sun is today and this early, that spot over there looks great. Alright guys, so hope you got a lot out of that. Like, subscribe. If you want, drop us a super thanks and shout us a coffee. And yeah, share it around. What I aim to do with this channel, I'm going to create a lot of content, if anything, just to inspire you guys to basically get out there, make changes to your vehicles and whatnot, to make your life a little bit more easy, a little bit more comfortable. If anything, that's a glamping vehicle. Like, there is no luxury I'm deprived of. It ticks all the boxes for me, well and truly. And that's been progression over a long period of time. Like, to get a setup like that, it's not that hard. It doesn't take that much. So just a bit of common sense, a bit of DIY stuff. I absolutely installed everything on that vehicle, with the exception of probably the Bullbar, the Bullbar and the winch. Otherwise, everything else was pretty much me. Get out there. Hopefully I'll see you on the road one day. Again, subscribe to the channel. Yeah, happy camping. Cheers, guys. Bye. And check out what's on the bloody tree. Let's hope he doesn't come in for a cuddle tonight. It's huge.